Now we will try to understand pointers in C. This is very important chapter in C language. Pointer. What are pointers? Okay. Pointers are simply variables. Don't confuse yourself. Pointer is a variable. It holds the memory address of another variable as a value. So pointer is a variable. It stores the memory address of another variable. I told you that whenever variable is created in C language, not only in C language, any language, so one memory address will be allotted for that variable. Now that variable has a memory address. That memory address will be stored in another variable as a value. So you can simply say that pointer is a variable. It stores the memory address of another variable as a value, as its value. Its value means that variable which is holding the memory address of another variable. Okay, simply you understood that. So that pointer must be equal data type of that variable. That is very important. So whatever the pointer we are creating means one variable we are creating to store the memory address of another variable. Now this variable becomes the pointer, but this variable to be equal data type of that variable which is having the memory address, which is in where the data is stored. That variable has a memory address. So a pointer variable which points to the data type of the same type. Okay, and it is created with the star operator. It is very important here, star operator. In to get the memory address, I told you that ampersand and operator will be used, that is called reference operator. Here pointer to create the pointer, star will be used. This point to be noted. So a pointer which is being created for a variable. Okay, now that pointer must be equal data type. Means I told you that pointer is a variable. So if that pointer, if we want to store the memory address of another variable, that another variable is an integer data type, it is holding integer data type. So your pointer variable also same data type, integer. So this pointer variable points to a data type like int of the same type, and is created with the star operator. Here star operator is very important. So the address of the variable you are working with. Okay, suppose if I am working with a variable, that variable is having 43 integer data type. So that variable which is having 43 integer data, it has a memory address. So the address of that variable is assigned to, address means memory address assigned to the operator pointer. Okay, here try to understand. Int my age is a variable, it is integer data type. First we need to declare the data type of variable, important in C, Java. First we need to declare data type first. In Python no need. That's why this Java is called static type programming language. No need to create the first we need to declare the data type. So int my age is a variable which is assigned with 43. If you want to display the this 43 data which is stored in my age variable, simply printf format specifier dri in percentage dri in double quotation marks, slash n will be used to know the next line character. How to create the pointer, that is very important. So I told you that pointer must be same data type of your variable. Here my variable is my age, which is holding 43 integer data type, so it is integer. So my pointer also, which is pointing, which is pointer variable which points to data type. So here I need to create data type of that pointer. Ptr is the pointer name. Int star, this is the star operator will be used to create the pointer. So int star, then space ptr is pointer name. You can keep, it doesn't mean you ptr pointer name anything you can give. My name was your name xyz is equal to this pointer created for whom? My age variable, and that variable has a memory address. To know that memory as ampersand symbol reference operator will be used now. And my age means its memory address. That memory address will be stored, assigned to whom? ptr. Ptr is your pointer. This ptr is a variable which will hold the memory address of my age variable. And this ptr pointer variable is integer data type, because your my age, which is holding 43 integer data, that is integer. That's why your pointer must be integer. Your variable my age, if it is integer, you want to create this ptr with float, no, not accepted. So here try to understand in that is what comments. A pointer variable with the name ptr. So our pointer variable name is ptr, that stores the address of my age. My age has an address. My age is a variable, so one memory address will be allotted. That memory address of my age will be stored, allotted to ptr pointer. Ptr is a variable which stores the memory address of my age. Here pointer name ptr, you can keep your name, my name, xyz for pointer. Okay, now output the value of my age. Printf format specifier percentage d in double quotation marks to get the new line character slash acceleration, comma, we need to mention which variable data will be displayed, my age. So compiler simply understand that now it needs to work with integer data type. Now output the memory address of my age. If I want to know the memory address, so simply printf, here format specifier p in double quotation marks percentage p double quotation mark backslash n to get the next line character. And my age means the memory address of whom? My age variable by this reference operator, and that memory address will be printed. So output the memory address of my age. Simple. Now that memory address is stored in where? One pointer. Pointer is a variable. Its name is ptr. So how to create I told you that pointer created in which line? Here, int star. It is the way to create the variable pointer name ptr. So now I want to display the memory address stored in this ptr variable, pointer variable. Same, the memory address of my age is assigned to ptr variable. So if I want to print, output the memory address of my age. So at my age variable, whatever the memory address allotted, that will be printed. But now I want to print the memory address stored in ptr variable. The same memory address will be printed. That is the word printf format specifier p backslash n, format specifier percentage p backslash n double quotation marks. Now ptr is a pointer. Output the memory address of my age memory address stored in where? ptr variable. That will be displayed. Same will be displayed. See, See here what happened. This is the same memory address displayed. Why? Because my age is a variable. One memory address will be allotted by compiler, and that memory address stored in ptr pointer. So from ptr pointer, so how to get the memory address? Printf format specifier means percentage p double quotation mark backslash n means. Now if you don't want to give this double backslash n, see what happened. If I don't want to give any backslash n character, so two memory address will be kept. Here we will not be able to find out that which is the memory address. Two memory addresses are kept beside of each other. So that's why this backslash character is very compulsory. Now okay, now so ptr I told you that ptr is a variable. You can change this as my vasu is a variable that is called a pointer. Here pointer name I have changed as vasu. xyz you can keep. So that moment if I want to call memory address stored in this pointer, so I have changed the name as vasu of pointer. Now if you run this code, you will get same memory address. So memory address name, pointer name you can keep xyz, your name, my name, xyz. There is no any problem. But whenever you have changed the pointer name as x, same thing you need to call. So x is the pointer. Now within that pointer, the memory address stored of a variable. Okay, like understood that. So now see here what happened. So this is pointer. Percentage p is a reference operator. Sorry, reference, not format specifier. Very important, you need to understand. So next percentage p, percentage d, these are all called format specifiers. So int star, there are two ways to create the pointer. One is after declaration of data type, then star. Otherwise this star can be kept just starting of your variable, pointer variable star. You can keep, there is no any problem. There are two ways the pointer can be created. Generally pointer will be written with ptr. Okay, simply to know that okay, this is the pointer. Generally after int star, the star is there, you can simply understand pointer is being created. Otherwise just variable before if you keep star, so you can simply understand that pointer will be created. Now ptr, so I want to change this x as ptr because I have changed the name of pointer with ptr. Now run this code. Okay, now it is okay. Here 2 points to be noted. Create a pointer variable. Now variable name is ptr. Now this ptr variable, it points to an integer variable, my age. My age is integer variable. So pointer variable also integer. Both are having same data type. Now pointer ptr variable points to integer variable my age. So data type of both the pointer variable and another variable which is having the memory, whose memory address will be allotted to point, both must be matched. Means the data type of your pointer variable and the pointer variable will reference to which variable, that variable data type must be, both must be matching. So here use the AND operator to store the memory address of MyAce. Already we have studied AND operator is called what? Reference operator. So that reference operator will be used to get the memory address of MyAce variable, and that will be assigned to the pointer. Okay. So pointer, already I told you that it holds the value of MyAce memory address. It is enough. In next class we will try to understand dereference operator.